We both brought something to eat today. I'm gonna say what I brought to eat. This is the Thanksgiving episode. So,
Welcome to Thanksgiving.
welcome,
Have a McRib.
welcome to our shitty little Thanksgiving.
That's what Christopher Columbus did. He came off the boat and he was like, "Have some smallpox blankets and here's a McRib." And we were sharing that corn after nothing.
I woke up earlier and I was like looking through my cabinets and like refrigerator, thinking about what food I wanted to make that would be equally parts funny and interesting for like Thanksgiving, but it's like shit tier Thanksgiving. So I made.
Let me have it.
I literally just made chicken nuggets and fries, but I microwaved them. Because that's what a gamer would do.
Are we going to get a shot of the chicken nugs?
Yeah, we got chicken nug 1. I got 5 of them, and I got some fries that are not... They're not great. Is that
a fucking kid cuisine? What is that?
No, it's a steak fry. And then it's I set it up kind of like a Lunchables. So I went and got my dad always stocks up on like Reese's near the holidays. And since like I don't know, September, I haven't really eaten anything sweet like this. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to get a piece of a candy bar. So I got like a Reese's candy bar. Which is insane.
I've had those before. They're good.
They are good, but I was looking at the nutrition facts on the back of this, and I was like, "This is death incarnate in a candy bar."
I mean, come on now. You cannot give me a straight face and say that you think that you had any doubts that Reese's candy bar was going to be.
I had no doubts. I had no doubts. That's why I haven't been eating them. But that is what all the ice is melted because we've been sitting here shit talking each other. Just kidding.
That's fair, yeah.
But I have a whiskey ginger.
A very watery whiskey ginger.
Well, yeah, all the ice melted.
It was originally amber.
It was. Yeah, it was. But actually, it's not watery. You want to know why? Because I specifically put some of that ginger ale in an ice tray and used that as ice.
That's fair.
So...
Back in the day, I had this little mechanism that was like, it had 4 little indents, and you filled it with a drink, and then you had this plastic thing you would put over it, and then when you pulled it out, it'd be like a popsicle.
I remember those.
Me and my mom made Sprite ones a lot, and I vividly remember being a kid and not letting it freeze. And I got so excited, and I grabbed the stuff, and I was like, I want one of these, and I pulled it out, and it just sprayed Sprite everywhere. I also one time set up a little that thing you'll do like back in, I don't know if they still even make sinks like this anymore, but a while ago you would find sinks that had like, you know how a lot of sinks have like the nozzle that you can like pull off and like spray around like a shower almost. Back before that was a thing, they had like a separate one, right?
Yeah, a lot of sinks still have that.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's like the little handle, like water hose gun.
Yeah, I haven't seen one in a while. But I set up the trap where you also I'm sinking. I just noticed. Hold on, but the thing where you set up like a rubber band around that, so when someone turns the faucet on, it just starts spraying.
Oh yeah,
I did that to my mom once while she was watching Cups, and when it hit her, she just like dropped everything, and just all of the cups shattered. And I felt so bad.
I've done that to my aunt before. I've also done something similar. You know how when you were in school, they had like the public water fountains in the hallways? Yes. Have you ever taken a piece of gum and like put it on the nozzle?
Yes.
No. Put it on the nozzle so when someone uses it, sprays them in the face.
No, I feel like that's something someone would have done to me, but no, I'm not familiar with that. With that particular bit of mischief.
I wasn't doing it to anyone in particular. I was doing it to whoever came to it next.
Also, for those listening and not watching to this episode, I want you to understand that Jacob wasn't joking. He is, in fact, just crushing chicken nuggets and fries live on cam as he does this.
Yes, I am. It's pretty good. What did you bring to eat, Zach?
Nothing. Mom threw me down the stairs, and then she handed me this dented can of Shasta Cola, but she drank most of it. And then she also gave me a hot Lunchable. So
what Lunchable is that?
It's the
nachos.
Nachos with cheese and salsa.
Ooh.
Quite a bit of calories for a Lunchable at 360. But I think that's mostly the nacho cheese. As fake as it is, it's probably nothing but processed fat and salt.
I do look at, because I have started to look at like macros and stuff. I mentioned this really earlier. I might even use that clip because it was kind of funny. But there is an ungodly amount of like macros, calories, and stuff in condiments and cheese and just like salad dressing, which I don't really eat. I don't eat condiments, but I know people that do, and I'm like, it's crazy how much you're putting on that now. Now that I think about it, it's like, that's wild.
Well, and that's interesting. You know, it's like back in the day, I remember I was listening to a podcast circa like 2012, and it's called Cox and Crindor in the Morning. One of their very first episodes, they're talking about, sorry, I had a bad taste in my mouth. I need to swallow. Probably the Shasta. But they were talking about like Cheesecake Cafe, right? Or Cheesecake Factory, I mean. Mm-hmm. And they're mentioning that like the Asian sensation salad there, which literally is just like a regular salad with like, you know, like the kind of crispy like wonton strips and then like chestnut or water chestnuts and stuff like that. And then like some grilled chicken. And then like it's like 1,600 calories, and like 600 of those are just from the fucking dressing they throw in there. Now, it's a huge salad. It's a meal salad. But still, it's like, it's wild where it's like their fucking like steak and potato dinner is less calories than the fucking salad because it's so much like crap in the sauce.
Yeah, like, I agree. You can look up the calorie stuff for, like Cookout, and I have my Cookout order saved in my phone. It's just like a tray, right? But with an extra order of cheese bites.
Yeah.
Let me look at it.
Yeah, we've talked about it in an earlier episode.
Yeah, we did. So, but I can give you the calories for it.
I'm gonna estimate like 1320.
Say 1320?
Yeah.
1,600.
Damn. Those cheese bites are probably a lot more than I'm thinking they are.
They're 300.
Oh, yeah.
The cheese bites are like 310.
I thought the cheese bites are probably going to be like 150 or so. So like an extra order wouldn't be that much extra. But yeah, that makes sense then.
But yeah, again, for like Cookout trays and stuff like that, it has to be like a guesstimate because they never put like a set amount in there. That doesn't matter.
No, I mean that's the thing too, where it's like, the only real fast food I eat, I would say, is Taco Bell and McDonald's because my girlfriend loves McDonald's and I like Taco Bell. But like recently, me and my girlfriend were thinking about going to Five Guys, and I did the math on what my burger was gonna fucking come out to, and we first off we were both gonna get a large fry, but then we remembered
the bad fries.
How big the large? Well, the fries are bad, but their Cajun fries are great.
No. I said bag, as in the fries they put at the bottom of the bag.
Fries. I don't like their regular fries, but I love their Cajun fries. But we were gonna get 2 larges, and then we were just decided we're gonna get 1. But literally, we did the math, and it's like with my burger, and then half an order of fries, and then she was even gonna get a junior. It's like we were both between like 1,500 to 2,200 calories, and I was like, this is wild. And we decided to go to a little Mexican place instead.
Yeah, I love hamburgers, but in like the household, it's like they always get the fattier hamburger meat.
Yeah.
And so I was literally just like, listen, whenever y'all get hamburgers, whenever y'all get it, just get enough for y'all, because I am not eating them right now.
No,
I would rather have that for like meals throughout the day than have all my calories in the like at night or whatever.
No, I feel that. And that's the thing, is that it's like I have a problem with like really greasy food.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like I don't necessarily like Five Guys very much, but especially it's like I don't like when I cook a burger at home. It's like I don't like get the juice out of it, but I cook it good to like get all the fat rendered, right? So it's like,
yeah.
So if you have a really, really fatty burger, you're gonna burn the fucking thing before you can like render all that fat out well, and so it's gonna end up being really greasy. And I'm just like, ugh. It's like I don't want to put a burger on a bun and then have that bun just get like flattened because it's so greasy. It just gets wet and just crushes. It's like,
I agree.
That's why. Okay, people out there, this is a service announcement. I know they're $1, or here for me they are, and I know that it's hard to pass that up. You deserve better in your life than Walmart hamburger buns. I don't care. You deserve better. Sara Lee is like $2.50 here. Maybe it's more where you are. Maybe it's $3. That sure, you can say that's 3 packs at Walmart, but it's a $3 experience, and you owe it to yourself. Just, if anyone out there is watching this or listening, don't buy good hamburger buns. You don't even have to buy good meat, but just buy a good bun, because it makes all the difference in the world. Because like you don't want a bun that like your burger is just gonna sop right through, and you don't want a fucking bun that's like cardboard that's just kind of like plying around the burger. It's you owe it to yourself. Do better.
You do.
And also, brioche is nothing. Everybody stop acting like brioche is everything.
I don't really like brioche bun. Either. Now listen here. If you really want to have a bun experience, before you have your dinner at night, you take like maybe an hour, and you just prepare some buns. Literally just make them yourself. You can make pretzel buns that I swear to God will blow your mind in an hour, and just have the dough waiting to like bake when you're frying your burgers. The baking process only takes like 15 minutes, and making the actual like dough it probably takes less than an hour. It's just that's what we were goofing off when we were making it.
I would say just in general, make more of your own stuff. You'll be. Now, maybe bread can be intimidating, of course, and I understand that. My chair is so busted, I can't get it to stay up straight. But it's like, make more of your own stuff. Make your own, like, especially vegetables. Buy fresh vegetables. Make your own vegetables. Stop buying canned and frozen. I mean, canned and frozen are fine. I do that, of course. But, like, I don't exclusively do that. And other people shouldn't either. You should get fresh vegetables.
Let's continue that, but welcome to the Fluffy Biscuits podcast. I am one of the hosts, Nazir TL, also known as Jacob, and I am with my good friend Zach, also known as Pixelated Trash. And today's episode is the Thanksgiving episode, where we have been talking
just
about
like good family. We're gonna sit here and berate you about your life choices.
You're not making $700,000 a year. What are you doing in this economy?
Who gets a degree in anthropology?
You're a therapist? What are you doing?
You're never gonna meet a woman with that beard. Oh yeah, everybody listening doesn't get to see the majesty, but Jacob decided to do some off with their head shit with his beard.
What the fuck?
It's a fucking stupid song I like called Off With Their Heads by Devlin. but yeah, he shaved his beard off and he trimmed his hair up. I'm still fluffy, but I won't be when Thanksgiving rolls around. So hope everybody's excited for that, because the episodes recorded after Thanksgiving, this will all be trimmed up and prayed out, and I won't even have a hat because I'll have shaved my head.
What's funny, and I don't think I've ever told you this, but I've been going to the same like barber since I was 2.
Damn.
And the reason being is because I like as a kid, apparently I don't remember, I was 2, but apparently if anyone came near me with any sort of like scissors to cut my hair, I just would like not shut up and cry the whole time and like fight back. But then they took me to this one barber. It's a nice lady. She I just didn't fight her. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it was a stranger. I don't know. I just didn't fight back. And so ever since then, whenever I get a haircut, I go there. I think there's only been twice since then that I did it. And it was either I cut my hair or like my mom cut my hair when I was like really young. After that, when I, was old enough not to cry.
Yeah.
But I remember her cutting it and I was like, I look stupid. Take me back. Take me to the hairstylist.
No, I went to the same hair lady from 16 until 28 when she quit, and now all I do is have a beard and shave my head, so I can do that myself at home. So
true. When I go in there, like I don't even. This is I usually only get haircuts around the holidays. I don't really mind having it grow out.
Yeah.
I might start keeping it cut short because I don't know. I just might. But I usually go in there like right before Thanksgiving. That's why it's all cut up. But I don't even tell her what kind of haircut I want. I just have full faith. I'm just like, hey, make me look good.
Hey, sugar tits, roll with it. Just give me the usual.
So how's your honey doing?
You found yourself a good man yet?
So, what's your Thanksgiving tradition? Like, what do you do for Thanksgiving?
First off, I think that's the first time I've showed that I when I was young, I fell down. No, yeah, I fell downstairs, and I like right straight through here, busted all this up, and now it's like a big old bald patch right in my beard.
You can kind of see it. I have something similar, like right here.
Yeah.
But it gets covered up immediately once it starts growing. Yeah, mine
doesn't, because it's like my beard, like there's a scar right here.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's like a natural bald spot right here, so they just combine to create this weirdly long patch right here. But
that's a fantastic Thanksgiving tradition.
Yeah, every Thanksgiving I'm like, damn, slam, new scar. No. Well, so when I was younger and how I preferred it, my family would cook. Originally it was we would go to my grandparents, who are my adoptive parents. We'd go to their house, like the whole family, and we would cook and have dinner there. Then as my grandparents got older and my grandmother didn't want to have to like clean up all the time after Thanksgiving. And it's like, I would help, other people would help. It's just like, she didn't want to have to fool with it at all. But after all that, we started going to my uncle's restaurant, and he would shut it down for a day on Thanksgiving anyway. And so he would bring us all there, and we would just have dinner there, and then we had like an industrial kitchen to clean all the crap in. And we'd all cook and do stuff there. Now, as he has become more successful and has not necessarily been wanting to shut the restaurant down on Thanksgiving because people started going there on Thanksgiving, it's a fast food place, kind of, but not like... So I don't want people to think it's like a steakhouse. It's like, It's not a traditional place you'd go on Thanksgiving. It's somewhere Alabama people would go on Thanksgiving.
But to be fair, it does, like, I've Googled it before. It does look rather nice. It's not like, It's not like a McDonald's.
Yeah, it's like a mix between KFC and a sports bar is the best way I could describe it. But
I'd put it a little bit higher than KFC.
Well,
I'd say
like
upper
the food
end
they serve.
Fast food.
Yeah, well, it's like Zaxby's then, I guess. Like Zaxby's and a sports bar. If Zaxby's was a sports bar. But we went there, and then as they've gotten even older, and my uncle has stopped doing the restaurant thing, the last like 5 years, we've just gone to a country club. And it's funny because I, of course, am not a member of a country club, but my parents are a member of one, my aunt and uncle are a member of another, and my aunt and uncle, who is technically my mother's brother. So I have one set of aunt and uncles that are my grandmother's sister and her husband, then another set of aunt and uncles that are my mom's brother and his wife. But they're all a member of different clubs, and so we just kind of go to whichever one has what looks like the best spread for the event. And I hate it because like the food sucks. It always sucks. It's the blandest, generic ass white people food that you could ever imagine, and it sucks. So it's like, I've said before, let me cook. I'll come over. I'll start at fucking 9 a.m. We'll be eating by, I mean, someone else can throw the turkey, and I ain't gonna do that. But the rest of it,
I'm not gonna touch it.
No, because it's like, if I started at 9, the turkey would not be ready for dinner. But it's like somebody else could do all that. And it's like, you know, I will do it. I'll do it all. I'll make green bean casserole. I'll make sweet potato casserole. I'll make some mac and cheese. I'll make some cornbread. I'll make some good stuff.
I thought you didn't know how to cook.
What did you say?
So I thought you didn't know how to cook.
No,
Hello?
Hold on. The fuck am I hearing?
What?
There's a loud ass like mechanical noise occurring either outside of that window or downstairs, and I'm not sure which.
Okay, well I can't hear it. So.
Okay, good. That's good. But anyway,
I was like, you stopped so suddenly. I thought you froze, and I'm like, oh no.
Because right when it started, I heard something loud banging downstairs, and I was like, what the fuck did my girlfriend break? Like, not in a bad way. I was just like, I heard.
Do you have a garbage disposal?
Yeah, we do.
Could have been that.
Might be it. But no. Yeah, I after my last relationship, I started learning how to cook a lot, and I'm a big fan of cooking, and I'm pretty good at it in general. I would say if it's more complicated than a well-seasoned meat mixed with some vegetables, then I probably need to read a recipe, but I can usually nail the recipe. That makes sense.
Maybe you and your girlfriend should start just being like, you're coming to our place for Thanksgiving. New tradition.
Well, the thing is, I don't have room. I don't have room in my place for everybody, and I don't have room to cook like that. You know what I mean? My kitchen's like got a stove and then like an L-shaped counter, and that's like it. And it's maybe I couldn't tell you the square footage, but it would fit maybe 5 people in the kitchen at the same time. So it's like I have like a little dining area too, but it's like my kitchen's so small, I don't think it would fit like me cooking, you know, like 4 or 5 different dishes at one time.
No, that makes sense.
But also, I agree with my grandmother, where it's like, yeah, I could go over to her house to do all the cooking, but I also don't want to spend 2 hours afterwards cleaning everything up. So it's like, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, cleaning up, just use paper plates, paper dishes.
I said that, and then my fucking aunt, my grandmother's sister, she doesn't want to do that. She thinks it's informal. She thinks we should, if we're gonna do it at a house, we have to have good silverware.
Oh, well, that's
we
boring.
Have to break out the fine china or whatever.
Bro, sometimes I'm gonna be straight honest with you. Sometimes Friendsgiving hits harder than Thanksgiving.
Honest, but that's just me.
What?
What?
Friendsgiving hits harder than like regular Thanksgiving because we get like the whole D&D group together and we'll like eat down on the D&D table before a game.
Turkey together. It's alive. You just capture
It's
it.
alive.
You all start pulling pieces off it.
Have you seen that like torture device where they're like ripping limbs off? That's all of us at the table just pulling limbs off. No,
Horse drawn and quartered.
we don't even cook. Like we literally just go grab random shit and bring it down there. Like I think the most is maybe Khalid might cook something, or our friend Gavin might make what is known as snow cake, which looks like a lemon cake almost. It's not, but it looks like a lemon cake, but it has a bunch of powdered sugar, so it kind of looks like cocaine. And we all go feral for that cake.
I know what you're talking about, though. Yeah.
It's really good. It's actually, I'm pretty sure it was developed around where you live, and his family just adopted it as their cake.
And what's it called? Lemon cake?
No, it's not. It's not a lemon cake.
About.
It just looks like that. It's like some sort of nut cake. I'll Google it for this, but not right now. I love Friendsgiving. I love doing that. And to be honest, when I go to like regular Thanksgiving, like my tradition is, I think I only went to like my mom's half of the family's Thanksgiving like once or twice.
Yeah.
Since I can remember, I probably went more than that, but that was before my consciousness kicked in and I was just being dragged places. But ever since like I had the choice, I was going to my dad's side of the family. And it was always fun. It's always great. It always is great.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Even when I go over there now, I don't really talk to people. It's like I want to see my aunt, my uncle, and my cousin. And that's it. I don't care about anyone else that goes. Like I do, I just don't. We don't have anything in common to talk about. So it's kind of like, what do we talk about? So I end up just not talking to anyone.
And I feel that, and that's kind of that's not how it is for me, but it's similar because my whole family is just together. Like my grandparents live in the same city as I do. My aunt and uncle that were my mother's brother live in the same city I do. My aunt and uncle that are my grandparents' sister live literally 40 minutes away in a different town. And then it's like their son, my cousin, also lives in that same town. And then my aunt and uncle's daughter and her husband live in my city. So the only people that don't live, that I like am close with that don't live here are my dad and his family who live a couple states north. Whereas it's like everybody on my maternal family live here or within a 35, 40-minute drive.
Yeah, like I think the only person that I would like to see at Thanksgiving is my sister, but she lives like states away.
Yeah.
So she doesn't come to Thanksgiving. That's fine. She has her own family, stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like, it's a hot take, right? I feel like when you're single, you don't really care about going to holidays that much. I don't know why. Because it seems like everyone could be like talking to each other. They have like their significant other that they're talking to, hanging out with, their kids. I don't know. It feels more like when you have someone you know, you'll be able to sit there and have a chat with when everyone else is conversing together. It feels like I'd be more willing to go. Like I'd have more fun at that. But when there's no one... When there's no one I know I can like default to like enter a conversation with, it's kind of like, what do I do here?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I would say I'm the same way, where it's like, I want both what you're saying, like the default person to just like talk with, but also I want like that social shield of like, oh no. Person I don't want to talk to, you don't have to come over here. I've got someone to talk to.
Yeah.
We're good.
It's like,
so it's year... okay. Aunt Margaret, I don't need to hear your QAnon theories. You can just hang out over there. I've got my girl. We're good.
This year, because last year I actually had like a COVID.
You gave me your heart, and the very next
I had COVID
day,
last year.
I gave it away
at Thanksgiving, so I didn't go to Thanksgiving. Actually, no, that was the year before. The year before last, I had COVID. I didn't go to Thanksgiving. Last year,
one, I was so blackout drunk, I don't remember any of it.
No. Last year, our Thanksgiving was on a different day because the person that we usually had it at, like my aunt, she was working that day. And so we had it the weekend, but I had Friendsgiving that day. So I was like, Friendsgiving, here we go. Because I enjoy that more. Just because I know all my friends have the same taste in jokes and humor. I can talk to any of them immediately. It doesn't matter.
Well, that is what makes people friends, yes.
True. This year, however, I'm going over to my aunt's to hang out with them the day before Thanksgiving. I think I'll like stay the night over there or something, and then on Thanksgiving I'm just gonna be like deuces and leave.
That's fair.
Be like, I saw who I wanted to see. I'm out now. I'm gone.
Y'all talk to me for 5 minutes. Peace. No, I feel that. So obviously, since we're having it at a fucking country club, it's hard to just be like deuces. I will say this though, and it's actually it's a pro and a con.
Yeah.
We've had this at Thanksgiving at country clubs the last 5 years. We've also had Christmas dinners there. It fucking sucks. But I have hyperthermia. I have a slightly above normal body temperature. Just kind of goes with the thing. It's not as serious as it sounds. But because of that, I get very hot very easily. What these country clubs are havens for geriatric people who like bad food.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, what do geriatric people in 70-degree weather want? Well, they want the heat on. So I go to these places dressed for fall. You know, I showed off my nice slacks before we started recording that I'm currently wearing to try to break in before Thanksgiving. And so I'll have slacks and I'll have like a nice short sleeve button down t-shirt. Maybe a hat, probably not. It's a little rude at a country club. But regardless, I'll be dressed pretty normally for fall. I will be sweating within 10 minutes of being in these places. And it's great because my family will see me eat as fast as I can. Just got like napkins everywhere where I'm just like, ugh. And it's
dying.
like, and I'll eat just as fast as I can and be like, I gotta go. Sorry, I can't be in this building anymore. Because that's the thing. Once you hit a certain age, it tends to be more women that I found. But once you hit a certain, or you know, as they get older, once you hit a certain age, you get very sensitive to cold, right?
Yeah.
And that's fair. The problem is everybody in this building is not 95 years old. Just the ones paying, usually. And so it's like, I don't want to sit in your heat, Grandma. It's like, go home to your heat. It's like, I don't want to sit. The last time we went there, I found the thermostat and it was 81 degrees in there.
Oh my God. No.
Like, that's my point. At a fucking yacht club on the water, you could have just opened a bunch of fucking windows and turned all of it off and it would be fine. It was 75 outside. It's like, holy shit. I know. I literally stayed there less than 45 minutes.
You also have to think, you live in Alabama, where it is normally like hella hot, right? Normally, like throughout the year, it's pretty warm.
It gets pretty cold during the winter, but global warming is changing that. Lately, it's been getting hotter and hotter.
So everyone is normally used to it not being. They want it warmer, so it's kind of like meh.
Yeah. No, I feel that, yeah, because it's not always it's always like slightly warmer than you'd think. So it's like, you know, the winter it does get down to like the high 20s, low 30s, but it's like even then you think about other places, it's like most of America gets colder than that in the winter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, so it is just kind of always a little warmer, and it's like for instance, right now, what is it out? It's like 67, I think. Let's see. Yeah, 68 right now. For instance, 2 days ago...
Damn, it's warmer here than it is there.
I would say 2 days ago it was 49. And that's the thing, is like, because of where I live near the Gulf of Mexico, it's like, we get all kinds of like weird-ass winds and storms and everything that just like rapidly change the weather. So it's like, you'll go out one day and it'll be pouring rain and 48 degrees, and you'll go out the next day and it'll be 70 degrees and sunny.
Dude, it's pretty fucked up because where I live, like a few miles away, because I don't live in the mountains, but I live near a mountain range. Mm-hmm. So whenever there is like snow coming in, it'll come in and it almost never makes it past or over the mountains to where I live. it'll either just disperse or it'll go like north, and I'm like, I want the snow. Bring it here, please. You don't do this to the rain, you do it only to snow.
No, that's the thing too. Is like, where I live is famous for rain, and it is constant, just nonstop. And,
I would like that. I like rain.
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes it's great because it'll be just like a big storm comes in, and it's like, ooh, you get all the nice ASMR thunder, the rain on the windows. Sometimes though, it'll be just 3 straight days of like the lightest but annoying drizzle, where like if you go outside, you're going to get wet, it's going to be unpleasant, but you're not going to need an umbrella, and also it's going to be like 75 degrees with just full humidity, and it's like, oh, this sucks.
That makes sense. Because it's funny, it is really funny to think that I like, before I met you, I was in the place that you lived, just there. And then like a few months later, I met you like through a video game. It's just, it's really interesting to think.
The podcast is named after, actually. I think we've discussed that before, but
I don't know if we have, but that is what the podcast is named after.
Pulsar,
but I like to think,
colony.
I like to think that
divine intervention.
For whatever reason, I like to think that because I went to like some malls and stuff there, like just some stores. And it wasn't like all very public stores. It was just random stores. I like to think that we possibly saw each other in the crowd, but we will never know it because we were both white people, pale, and look generic, like the generic NPC people from any video game.
It's like, that was a man. What were you down here for? I don't even remember. Were you on a road trip or something?
I was down there with my aunt, my cousin, and my ex. And we were doing something for my cousin, but I don't want to say what because I don't,
I got you.
It was some event happening down there that, yeah. Yeah.
I completely understand I want to share it, and some of this might end up cut, but I just want you to understand how fucking ominous you're sounding right now. It sounds so much worse. You could literally be like, we were down there for her to learn how to execute people with one bullet, and it would still sound better than the way you're sounding right now. We were down there for an event.
No, it's just like if people knew the event, they could probably figure out like who they were.
Oh, I gotcha.
So I purposefully make things sound vague because I like doing that to people. One of my favorite things to do is to mess with my friend Noah in the group chat.
I believe they call that aloof.
True. I mess with my friend Noah. For instance, yesterday, Khaled said something to me, and it was like he proved me wrong by like a technicality. And I was like, "You got me on technicality. Now I gotta go roast Noah." I just put that in the group chat, and Noah's like, "What the fuck did I even do?" And I'm like, I just send him like the tea sipping meme. And then he's like, "I will smack your lips inside out." And then I hit him with the typical Noah response, escalating to violence instead of having an actual retort. And I was like, that's my roast. Goodbye. God. I always know whenever I start I instigate a roast of Noah, it'll go 2 ways. Either he says shut up or he instigates violence.
That's fair. I can see that. The first thing that I ever said really to my ex's sister, she had my number, and she texted me either for like Netflix, Hulu, some kind of account information. And I said, hold on, I gotta look it up and I'll get back to you. And she was joking, and she texted back like, "God, don't keep me waiting," something like, "Hurry up, blah, blah, blah." She was just messing around. And I texted her back and I was like, "I'll punch your toenails off."
What the fuck? So, okay. I'm gonna start this off. My favorite Thanksgiving like food.
For everybody listening, just real fast, Jacob has finished his chicken nuggets and fries.
I finished those like within 5 minutes of the recording.
It just occurred to me though that we never included the people listening that you have since finished your chicken nuggets and fries.
For the people listening, he hasn't even started his lunch.
I ain't hungry.
What was I gonna say? My favorite meal is like the ham, like the big piece of ham. I don't like turkey. I like the big ham that's like just cooked ham, and I like croissant. I like croissants.
Similar, but my favorite is a raw piece of the Hamburglar. Just take a slice right off him.
That's
he
crazy.
Screams a little, but if you hold him down good, you're fine.
That's crazy. You met Tim too? You know who he is?
Fuck. But no, I feel that though ham is my girlfriend's favorite, like for Thanksgiving kind of stuff.
Look, every time I say a food I like, you instantly lead in with, that's my girlfriend's favorite too.
She says the same thing. She listens to these when they come out new, and she literally goes, oh, that's my favorite too. And I'm like, yeah, I'm about to point that out. But
we are the same person.
Y'all literally have the same cookout order minus the extra cheese bites. It's like y'all are just exactly.
Well, the extra cheese
food-wise.
bites is because I'm fat, so.
But
let's be honest.
My favorite thing about Thanksgiving isn't so much the meat; it is everything else. It's like I love good stuffing or dressing. You know, however it's made. I love mac and cheese. I'm a big fan of gravy. Not a big fan of mashed potatoes, but a big fan of gravy. Tend to put gravy on cornbead. Really love cornbread.
Oh my god, cornbread! I didn't even think about that. Jeez.
Exactly. That's a being from the South for me. That's crucial for Thanksgiving. But I love green bean casserole. Everybody shits on it, but I love green bean casserole. I love a good sweet potato casserole. Down here, there's a restaurant. It's not unique to here, so I don't mind saying it, but it's called Morrison's, and it's just all throughout the South. But they make these to-go Thanksgiving meals, and they make one that's a carrot souffle, and holy shit, it's one of the best fucking things I've ever had. It's so sweet, and it's real, but it's also like kind of savory. That's probably... If I could have one Thanksgiving thing at all points of time, that would probably be one of my every Thanksgiving to have. It would definitely be that, the carrot souffle from Morrison's. It's next level.
I think it would be really interesting if one like leading up to Thanksgiving, like in the future, we somehow get you up here with your girlfriend, or I get down there, and we just have a podcast where we're all like mukbanging food.
Ironically, I don't know when, but I'm planning a trip to my dad.
Don't say my city. Don't say my city.
No. My dad in South Carolina, which is pretty close to you. So
That's
I might be
like a few states away, but yeah, that is close.
But it and if I do it, I'm going to be driving. So that's what I was going to say. So it's like, in theory, I could just drive up to you, too. I don't know when that'll be, of course, and the podcast ain't the place to plan it. But that's an option, and we could just film me sensually feeding you McRibs with our shirts off, covered in lotion.
Okay. Remember when I said we should continue this conversation in the actual episode? It was the McRib. The McRib is so funny because every year they bring it back.
Slathered across your chest?
No, they bring it back and they're like, "Oh, it's back.
Farewell.
Who knows if it'll ever come back again?" Yeah. And they take it away for like 4 months and they put it back on the menu. Oh my God, it's the McRib. It's back again. Never thought I'd see it ever again. And it's
one
funny.
thing I know.
No, wait, listen. I have tried it. It is god awful. I won't even know. It is terrible.
I eat it every time it comes out, and I hate it every time.
My friend Trey was like, "Man, that McRib's looking good. I think I might try it." He got one, and then he took a bite out of it. He was like, "I made a mistake." Because we had waited like 20 minutes in line just so he could get it. because it was just a busy time of day at the McDonald's. It was funny. Oh my
god! You know what I think I might do? My girlfriend is
okay. Don't do it.
I'll say this off at camera because if it's in next episode, I want it to be special. But no, what I was going to say about the McRib.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to buy the McRib licensing trademark.
But, I'll buy the domain McRib.com. But, no, do you know there is one country in the world in which the McRib has never been taken off the menu?
Thailand.
Much more Western.
Japan.
How is that more Western?
Sorry, I was thinking of west from here.
it's Germany. I was talking like Western culture. But,
okay.
Yeah, Germany has never taken the McRib off. It's available year round.
That's terrible. To be fair, Germany and like British food also just sounds terrible for the most part, except for Germany's bread.
Germany's bread and Germany's like smoked meats, like
that's probably
and
good.
Shit. It's fucking fantastic.
This is probably good. They got good beer. I guarantee it. It's fine. But if you're sitting there trying to tell me beans on toast is amazing, you need to get out of here. There's a reason why Americans are fat, and it's because we have good food.
I mean, but you think about it. Japan has great food. They're not very few of them are fat.
The true, but also. Fuck you.
And the UK has terrible food, and a lot of them are fat. So
what's funny is I literally watched like some sort of documentary thing, and it was talking about like the fattest places, like countries, and it was going into detail. And there was one part where it was like, yeah, we think Americans are like the fattest country, like America is, and it's like America. The 14th most like fattest country. I'm like, damn, who's above us?
Yeah, people don't know this, but the average weight of a Luxembourgan is actually 400 pounds. Don't get me started on Liechtenstein.
Off the coast of Oregon. I mean, yeah, Oregon. We'll just say Washington, whatever. Off the coast. A tribe of nomads have gotten so obese they have been mistaken for whales when they bathe in the ocean.
God, I'm just imagining it is like somewhere like fucking Kiribati or something, where it's like just some tiny island nation where everyone's fat.
I'm pretty sure there is. I think it's called the Cook Islands. I think it's called Cook Islands, and everyone there is obese, morbidly.
I don't know if I'd like sign my name on everyone there is obese, but I have heard of the Cook Islands, and I'm pretty sure they're British, aren't they? Like a British-owned territory?
They might be.
Their flag looks like Australia's, kind of, so that's why I thought of that.
Okay, wait.
At least I think I'm thinking of the Cook Islands. Might be thinking of the Marshall Islands or the Falkland
Cook Islands obesity rate, which it is over half of the people.
What's the population though?
I don't know. I know. Shut up. We're not talking about population. We're talking about the obesity rate.
I'm finding this one. Cook Island population. Oh, hey, I got a tip on Uber. Cool. 17,000. 17,055.
It's not that much, but it's a good bit.
That's a lot more than I thought. What, you got 8,000 obese people on that island? What the fuck are you doing?
Percent of overweight people or persons age 15 and over it's 90% of the Cook Island.
Well, overweight though is different than obese. Like I'm overweight, but I'm not obese.
Percent of obese persons still 55.9%.
Jesus Christ.
But there is one above it. It's called Nauru. It's called Nauru.
Naruto?
No.
Also, speaking of, am I just now noticing you have an Akatsuki thing in the background?
Yes, you are. That's been there this whole time. Akatsuki?
Yeah, I'm just now noticing
That's my skateboard.
Oh, I knew it wasn't like a headband or anything. It was too big, but yeah.
Yeah, it's my skateboard.
So, man, that's how you rip the rails. That's how you
No.
shred.
No, I don't know how to skateboard.
How you grind the
I made
wood,
that to
man.
learn how to skateboard.
I was
And
playing,
then whenever I'd get, Josh is listening to this. Whenever I would go learn, because he was going to teach me, he would just sit there and be like, all right, I'll teach you. And then he just goes and rides it. And I'm like, fuck you. I'm not learning from you anymore.
I had a friend that I was playing the remaster of Tony Hawk's Pro Skaters with, or the remakes with a couple of days ago, or weeks ago. And she was talking about what it was called when you like grind the rail, but she said he's gonna rip some ass, and I was like, that's Tony Hawk's good old catchphrase. I'm gonna rip some ass.
He's going to rip some ass.
I'm gonna shred that ass.
You know how long we've been recording for?
56 minutes.
Okay, let's keep going. Let's see here. Yeah, this is kind of amazing in a way.
Yeah, it's really interesting how fat that island is.
Yep. You can't tell it because without, like, with my beard shaved, I'd still have, like, chub on my face. But I have lost quite a bit of weight. But I feel like most of that weight is around my, like, my midsection.
I feel that. That's like the only place I really have bad like weight is like my gut essentially.
And then as soon as I started working out again, like this part of my shoulder started to get bigger again. This one.
Yeah.
I forget what muscle that is. It happens. It's really funny how, because I remember
quadricep?
What?
Is it a quadricep back there?
It might be.
Quadricep
When I was-
might be like a shape.
When I was in high school, I probably told this before on the podcast, but it doesn't matter. I lost like 60
8 episodes
pounds,
in, and we're already
40 to
retelling
60
stories.
pounds, probably like, we'll meet in the middle, like 50. But I lost it hella fast. And I also was like working out on the weights and stuff. But it was just like after that year of high school, I just stopped and slowly, I didn't really fix my eating habits. So it was just like, it just came back. So that's part of the reason why I'm like looking at calories now, because I'm trying to fix the eating habit. That's the main problem. But if you like the most muscular part of like my body or like my frame when I was doing that was my shoulders and my fucking calves and thighs, because when you're fat, your legs have to hold up all that fucking weight. So when you lose that weight, you're just fucking shredded down there. And then I remember my friend Trey was working out with me, and he's sitting there doing like, I don't know, he's doing military bench presses like this on the machine. Okay. And he has like, I don't know, like 2 bricks of the weight on there, and he's like barely doing it. Our weights was fucked up. It didn't have the labels on it. You just count the bricks and guesstimate. He's sitting there doing like this, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. He's like, all right, swap out, it's your turn. I look at the bricks, and I just put it all the way down to like the bottom, and it's like 8 bricks, and I'm just like, boom, boom. And he's just like, what the fuck? What is this?
No, I feel that though. That was the worst when I first started getting back into the gym, was like having to be the guy that's like, move the pin down 1. Nope, still too light. Move the pin down another. Nope, still too light. Move the pin down another. Move the pin up another. Especially because it's like, you know, you haven't been to the gym in a while. You're going to start at a lower thing. So it's like you go in there being like, oh, yeah, man, I used to be able to crush like 150 on this one. And you put it there and you can't even bring the bar down. You're like, oh, God.
You're just trying as hard as you can.
It's like, I didn't get out of shape.
I want to at some point get like a gym membership. But for right now, I'm just focusing like calisthenics and cardio at home.
I feel that for sure. I'm a big proponent of Planet Fitness, though. They're actually pretty great service, especially with how cheap their just regular membership is.
For like a few years, my friend Trey was trying to get me to go run with him, and I'm like, I would shoot myself in Minecraft before I go run with you.
I would start a Roblox account before I go run with you.
I will start playing RuneScape before I run with you.
I'll start a Roblox account called Chris Hansen, please find me before I...
I'm not a big cardio fan. I do cardio based more on like heart rate. I'm pretty sure that's what cardio is, your cardiovascular system. But I tend to like get my heart rate high by just like other workouts and just try and keep it as high as I can get it.
All right, fellas, your ideal heart rate is 0. Let's burn those calories and then burn the rest of you.
Dude, I was telling my aunt and uncle like my average heart rate, and they were like, that's crazy for like how big you are, because my average heart rate, like resting heart rate, is 59, which is insane because I'm pretty sure like the bigger you are, the higher your heart rate gets. And they're like, that's kind of wild. That's your resting heart rate, and you are like overweight, because I'm pretty sure the average resting heart rate for someone that is overweight is like 70 something, like between 70 and 80. And someone who has like a very healthy heart is below 60. And I'm like, we're there, baby. We're fucking there.
I have the constitution of a guinea pig, so I imagine my heart rate is just kind of already naturally pretty high.
It's possible. Ritalin probably doesn't help.
Fair. It's kind of just like, don't make loud noises around me or I will screw with it. I think we're good on this one, personally, with what we've got. Thank you all so much for joining us and celebrating the giving of thanks, or the giving of friends, as Jacob does with his Friendsgiving. He gives his friends traditionally to pirates off the coast of Somalia.
Whoa.
And a big thank you to us for making the podcast. This Thanksgiving, we're thankful for us for making this. No, but if you enjoyed, you can listen to it. You can watch the video on YouTube or the audio version on Spotify. Whichever way you listen to it, you can do it a different way, so you can have it twice as good, double-sided. Thank you to all of our music. Links to them will be in the description, and you can find us, as Jacob said at the beginning, at NazirTL for Jacob and at Pixelated Trash for me.
And if you wanted to see my chicken nuggets, that is either a video only exclusive, or you can go look at our Twitter, because I will be posting a picture of them there.
Yep, that's how you can do it. Good luck. Enjoy, and come look at Jacob's nugs.